Om Jananam Bhagyam Babaji. Om Sangam Amritam Babaji. Om Yogam Siddham Babaji. Om Dhanam Punyam Babaji. Om Sharanam Vilayam Babaji. Om Swaranam Swargam Babaji.
Namaste. Hope all are fine. Today we will discuss life before birth. Many of us are reading and viewing many articles, many YouTube, many spiritual talks. What is life after death? In fact, I do not want to use a concept as a death. When things are being recycled, when you make rice, the rice disappears and comes as a cooked rice. After some time, the cooked rice disappears, comes as a pulao or sambar rice or rasam rice or something like that. But we do not say that raw rice is dead, the cooked rice is dead and pulao is obtained. Like that we do not understand or we do not address. But only because an animal like us wanders on the earth, then suddenly disappears. Disappearance also happens, body is here only. We make it disappear by burying or by burning. So, there is an involvement of human act also there. Then we put a label dead, died. So, let us not go deep into that one. Let us try to understand what is life before birth. Maybe I am going reverse of it. A child takes birth, it grows into a human being, attains puberty, a male status, reproductive status, becomes a parent, conducts its life, becomes grandfather, grandmother, attains old age, gets sickness into the body, sometimes sickness to the mind coupled with the body, then it collapses, then we dispose the body and say it is died.
Guruve Saranam, Guruve Saranam, Guruve Saranam, Guruve Saranam.
A body has got developed in stages of child, blood, flesh, fat, bone, marrow and sperm. All these 7 put together, making a lump of human life in the form of an infant. Still, it has no life. The life is infused. The subtle body comes around the physical body. The Atman enters. The whole system slightly detaches from the Supreme Self. This detachment is slightly, for time being, maybe 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, 60 years, 100 years or 120 years or a little more than that. But it is timely and temporary detachment from the Supreme Self. When the life came into the body, where from it came? Is there any source? Can anyone identify where from it has come? Or when it dies, where the life has gone? The same body is there, same body was there. The body grows and after some time the body is become immobile and we claim it as dead and dispose it. What makes a body alive? What makes a body dead? It is that life. That life, where from it comes? Whether it comes from somewhere or it comes from nowhere? If it comes from somewhere, why we are not able to see it? If it goes somewhere, why we are not able to track it? We have so much of advanced technologies. We are able to measure everything. We are able to account everything. We are able to digitize and find out the track of anything. But when the life goes, where it goes, how it goes, where from it comes, how it comes, why we are not able to find out the track. The incoming and outgoing remains a source of secret all the time. How it is possible? That means if we do not know where the life has gone, or if we do not know where from the life has come, one thing becomes very certain: the life is not here, or the life is here. If it goes out, where it has gone we do not know. If it comes, where from it came, that also we do not know. This being the case, that vital energy, that prana, should be somewhere around us. If my father, if my grandfather, if my great grandfather, or their forefathers left the energy, some people have disposed their bodies, then that prana should be around me. I may not be able to see, but it must be here. If it is not there, where it is? Someone can say that is nowhere. Nowhere also can be split into now here. That means that energy is here. That is how we recognize the people who lived with us, who are now living with us, who are not going to be with us. Now we are living with somebody. At a later date, we are not going to be with them, but still we are here. The prana, the vital energy, has not gone anywhere. If the body is going somewhere, the tail has to come along with it. Just because it is not visible, how can we say it is nowhere? As we discussed, the nowhere also is now here. How we will understand this part of the life before birth? Let us move and let us understand. A child comes out without life. After its arrival, it gets life. Where from the life comes is the question. Can anyone see that? No. Can anyone certify that? No. So it is a question of secret. In her or in his own wisdom, the divinity has kept it locked, a guarded secret. Can we find out the life's origin? Can we do some research and find out the life's origin? Let us not understand the life as human beings. I am not talking about the life with the body. Inside the body, after the birth, which activates the human body, I am talking about that vital prana, vital energy, that life I am discussing. We are in fact discussing that life only. Sthula Sharira's physical body is something main. The subtle body is something adjunct, a satellite of a physical body or Sthula Sharira. The arrival of an infant with a Sthula Sharira or a physical body is succeeded with the arrival of a soul or arrival of vital forces inside the body. The soul should be suitable, the vital energy should be suitable for the arrived body. A car's engine cannot be fitted to a motorcycle, or a motorcycle's engine cannot be fitted to an aeroplane and take up the journey. So it should be suitable vital energy with the soul entering the body. Now the body becomes Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, with prana to activate it, isn't it? Now the arrived physical body or sthula sharira, with the prana entering into it, its presiding deity becomes the Supreme Soul. Now the soul or the spiritual soul with the sthula sharira or the physical body is with luminous around it. It is with this luminous light the child starts moving its limbs, shaking its body, tries to understand, opens its eyes, able to listen to the sound, able to make sound, able to accept or reject digestion, accept or reject breathing, etc. Over a period of time, the child grows up and is able to independently, not depending on others, is able to do its nitya karmas, able to manage some of the indriyas, panchendriyas, jnanendriyas, karmendriyas, voluntary and involuntary muscles, movements, all such things happens by the presiding deity, the Supreme Soul. As the subtle body rises up with the vital force, the physical body, Atman also seems to come with it. The journey continues. During this process, there is a slightest detachment from the Supreme Soul or the macrocosm or the super pita, the super father or the super mother, whatever it is. How we understand, so we can take. When the soul or when the Sukshma Sharira with the Sthula Sharira, with the vital force, is capable of moving independently as it assumes, it gets slightly detached and it relieves itself of the superior soul and feels sometimes that it itself is a superior soul. This time being detachment makes the just born child or infant to cry and make sound, because the detachment is not so easy. The infant is not able to express. It could only express through a cry. Even while attachment happens at a later date, there will be a cry and there will be a sound like a machine is making it. But this one we are able to see. That one, when we depart and when we are getting attached or reattached to the Supreme Self, we only will know, others may not know, because others may be making tremendous noise in which our sound, our noise, our cry will submerge. Now that child cries because it is being detached. It does not know what to do, how to express. It starts crying, creating a crying sound. It is being detached by the divinity, by the Supreme Self for time being, for a play, for a spiritual play, allowing the individual to take a role of its own. And the divinity wanted to see what role it assumes, what it wants, how it can change its own fate by free will, or labeling itself as fate and ready to undergo sufferings. When the child is excruciating with unknown pain of being detached from the Supreme Soul, it is a very big embarrassment for the child to take care of that burden of the excruciating, tremendous, helpless state of mind. And as the mind itself is not developed, the child finds it difficult to handle it. The fact is that it feels the pangs and as a result expresses through continuous cry. the new physical body with a new Sukshma Sarira, with old Atma and vital force, the child arrives here. The infant eventually tries to conduct itself, practice the means of life, how it has to conduct, how it has to move around. Ever since the birth, the child is in the jaws of the death, but most of the time, not being aware of it, it conducts the life. Not only that one, even after growing into a matured adult, it is always in the jaws of the death till the day of death occurs. But most of the matured men also feel that death is not for me now here. It is long away. It is posted long away. I have more time to meet the death, is the inference everyone assumes so. Many times it is falsified by the divinity. This is a situation for the grown-up men also, as they assume that they are in the jaws of the death, but the goalpost is far away and have more time. But this fact is falsified many times by the divinity. The self that is now identified with the Sukshma Sharira and Sthula Sharira, that is the physical body and the subtle body, is detached from the Supreme Soul, as it feels otherwise and attaches itself to the Panchendriyas, Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, showing more inclining or interest towards the body with these Indriyas, and we attach more to the physical body, not even knowing about the subtle body. This ignorance has to be cleared by ourselves by bringing awareness on spiritual life. As the child grows, he or she feels that this body is permanent. This body can be maintained by vital force about which they are not fully aware of it. They feel that the life will go on like this. I can play the way I want to play, and there is no power or things which can stop me. This ignorance has to be stopped. If at all we will have to grow spiritually and understand. Until we prepare ourselves for the last day, which may be today, which may be tomorrow, it may be at any moment, the life becomes insignificant. Life lived here becomes one more repetitions. By giving chance for that is likely to happen. That understanding one and all has to reach. The daily activities of sitting, standing, walking, sleeping, waking up, going to the market, doing the chorus, fighting with others, not understanding anything, will end one day without giving any notice to us. Because the vital energy has come without our notice, without our knowledge. The exit also is going to be without notice, without our knowledge. But once we are prepared for the second phase of our life, we will understand this is not going to be the second phase of life. It is going to be one of the many fold of life, or one of many events of life which we had already undergone. That knowledge will come only when we sit individually, involve ourselves in tapas, dhyana, meditation, and invoke our own energy, our own forefathers, our own vital energies, which are our own life-giving, life-taking vital energy, which are around us. We will not be able to see those energies at all with the naked eyes. By wearing a spectacle, by through microscope, or telescope or through a high-end camera will not help us to see these vital energies under any cost. That we will have to understand. To become aware of this, once we understand, we are clear about it. Our path is clear. What is the way out for understanding this? We have discussed all these things in 300-400 videos during this past 4-5 years. We will have to recollect all those videos. We will have to rewind ourselves. We will have to involve ourselves. We will have to set aside a portion of or a part of daily life towards that account where we understand our life, where we got detached from the Supreme Self, how we are going to get attached to that life. At that time, what kind of cry is likely to come? All those things we will have to introspect and find out. In order to give more clues on this matter, we will discuss further in another video. Till such time, Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha. Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha. Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha.